What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Blue Side FC channel. I'm Liam Martin. I hope you're all doing great. Yeah, today's a good day. Today's a good day because we finally won a game. We finally won a game under Frank Lampard, and he has ended the streak. He has ended the loss streak. And he didn't make it 007 like people wanted it to be. I was hoping that he didn't continue to the 7. I was hoping that he didn't, and yes, we turned up. We turned up today, and the performance wasn't too great, but there were certain things I saw from the players that made me happy. Like, there's certain things I saw from them. I saw like their attitude changed. Their attitude towards the play changed. Some of the mistakes that we used to make in previous games, we're not making it as much, but it was all right. It was good, and I think from the get-go, he got it right with the lineup too as well. I'll go through the lineup, and this win also guarantees us safety. I know most Chelsea fans didn't really think that we were going to be relegated, but there was a chance. There was a very, very slim chance. But this puts us above 40 points, and that guarantees us safety from relegation. I can't believe as a Chelsea fan I'm actually saying these words, but this is the situation that we are in, and it's something that puts most Chelsea fans at ease, especially the ones that were thinking that Lampard can take us to the relegation zone or into relegation or the championship. It was never going to happen, and we know it was never going to happen, especially since we had Bournemouth and Nottingham. We were going to try to win one of those games, and we've won against Bournemouth, and I'm hoping that we win against Nottingham too as well, because after that we have very difficult fixtures coming up. So I just want to start the lineup as usual, so let's get right to it. Like I said, I think he got it right to the lineup. I still don't know why Kepa still starts, especially considering some of the issues he's had in previous games. I don't know why he keeps starting, because Mendy is on the bench. If Mendy isn't fit, why is he on the bench in the first place? He's fit to play, but he's still on the bench. I don't know why. I thought when Lampard comes, he's going to use Mendy more, but he hasn't used him even once. So it's weird. It's weird to me, but Kepa started, and then I think he went to the 4-3-3 formation, and I liked it. But Yasheli came back into the squad. He was paired with Silva at the back, and then Chalobah on the right, and Cho on the left. And then in midfield, he went with Fernandes, Kante, and Gallagher. And I think Gallagher works in this kind of midfield. I don't want him to be in a midfield pivot with Enzo or with Kante, or I don't want to see him like that. I want to see him like this, and I think he works well in this kind of system. And then up front, Havertz, Madueke, and Modric. This is what excited me the most, because I've said this many times. If you've been following my videos, thank you first and foremost. But if you follow my videos, I've been saying this many times that I wanted to see a game with Madueke and Modric on the left wing and the right wing, and I feel like we got it here. But unfortunately, we saw less of Modric, and fortunately, we saw more of Madueke. And I think today Madueke was fantastic. I'll get to him too as well. But yeah, this game, this was the lineup, and I think it was alright. It was very, very good. And a lot of people were not really happy about Gallagher. I mean, my main concern was Kepa, because I really wanted Mendy to start this game at least. But Yasheli also coming back into the team, fantastic. And he got a goal too. We'll get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, as usual, this game also started with us on a very good foot, but it didn't really last. Our attacks were halted a lot, and it seemed like this game, most of our attacks, I think from the beginning to the end, most of our attacks came on the right hand side because of Madueke. Madueke was just fantastic on the right hand side. Him, Kante, and Chalobah on the right hand side were clicking very, very well. Kante too had a very, very good game today, and I was happy seeing him run around, because he has been out with an injury for a very, very long time, and it doesn't seem like somebody who has even gone out for injury, because the way he's playing, the way he moves forward, the way he dribbles players is fantastic. It's very, very fantastic. But our issue in the first half, when we got those attacking chances, were our final product, and that's the issue I have with Madueke too as well. Madueke, I feel like sometimes he's a little bit selfish. Sometimes he goes for glory when players are around, players are open, players are available, and I really wish he would trust his players more. I don't want any situation where there will be frustration between him and his colleagues on the pitch, because there were a few chances where I felt like Modric was available, was open. Gallagher in particular was opened about 2 or 3 times where I felt like Madueke should have given an early pass or should have passed to him, but some of them he would take his time before he crosses or he'll take a shot instead. And I think that's what let us down to in the first half, because if he had put in certain passes to Gallagher, we probably would have scored earlier and capitalized on it and added another goal to it. But that's the thing I worry about when I'm talking about Madueke. Sorry about the sound. It's raining cats and dogs here. It's been raining the whole day, and after the game I waited a while for the rain to come down. It doesn't seem to come down, so I just recorded anyway. So sorry in advance for the noise. I'll try and edit it out when I'm editing. So yeah, back to the game. That is the issue I have with Madueke, and I'm hoping that he changes. Like I said in the previous video, if we get somebody like Poch in, I feel like he can work very, very well with Madueke and Modric. The two of them can work very, very well. And yeah, and Madueke worked well on the right side, and Modric today was lacking on the left side. I think the first half he touched the ball very, very few times. Like there were a few times that I saw him on the ball, because most of our attack happened on the right. I think throughout the whole game until Ziyech came on, and Ziyech kind of changed it a bit, because I think Ziyech was been playing on the right side, so it still was happening mostly on the right. So I don't know why that happened, but today the left was just non-existent. Nothing was happening on the left hand side. I don't know what happened there, but nothing was happening on the left hand side today. I don't even know what to say about Modric. When Modric comes on from the bench, he changes the game. Like, he's electrifying on the pitch, he's electrifying on the left hand side, but when he starts games, he doesn't really offer the same energy, he doesn't offer the same effectiveness or efficiency that he does when he comes from the bench. But when he's from the bench, he's a different player. But when he starts, there are issues. I don't know what it is that his problem was today. I don't know whether because of how the system was arranged or the system was, and so Chilwell couldn't run down the left as much as he usually does. But I don't know. Madrid didn't really offer that much, or probably the Bournemouth players were stopping him more on the left hand side. But whoever it is was marking Madueke on the right hand side wasn't doing a good job, because Madueke was just getting the better of him. He was in their penalty box a lot in the first half. I saw him in their penalty box many times in the first half, and yeah. And then the goal came. I think our goal came in the 9th minute, very, very early on. Our goal came in the 9th minute, and it was from a cross from N'Golo Kante. A very, very good cross, and then a good header from Gallagher. And yeah, he justified his inclusion, because a lot of people didn't really want him to start. A lot of people were complaining when they saw him on the starting lineup, but he justified his inclusion. He got a goal, and usually when we go up first, I get a bit worried, but at the same time, I'm more comfortable, because even if they equalize, which they usually do when they did in this game, even if they equalize or when they equalize, we still have a goal and we can still come back. We can still add another one, but usually they add it and then we lose. But today it wasn't like that. And yeah, Gallagher's goal was very, very good. He was also one of the better players in this game too as well. And then they got their equalizer from a neatly worked attack. The way they passed, I think it was from the free kick, and the way they passed, they walked through our defense with one-touch passes and neatly placed passes. Like, it was very, very organized. Something from the training grounds. I'm sure it's something that they practiced a lot, and they executed it perfectly. And the shots that came in, the Bournemouth player was fantastic. It was a very good shot. And then there were questions again whether Mendy would have done better in that situation, or Kepa, because Kepa was off his line. I think if Kepa was closer to his line, he would have saved that, because the ball dipped above him a bit. There wasn't really that much pace on the ball, but the way it went above him, there was nothing to do about it. He could have been straight to get it. I don't think Mendy would have gotten that, but probably Mendy would have been further back on his line. Mendy usually is on his line. He doesn't come off his line that often. He's usually on his line in situations like that when a shot is coming in, and he makes the save. And I think if Kepa was on his closer to his line, he would have made that save, but he didn't make the save, and we went down 1-1. I'm not going to blame just Kepa, because the defenders too are to blame. They allowed the player to walk into our defense. I think Matthias, his name was Matthias, he was the one who was really, really worrying our defense throughout the whole game. That particular play that they made, they've tried it many times in the game in the first half, and it has worked, but the shot hasn't been pulled off, or the shot hasn't been good. But with this one, the shot was good and they were able to score. And yeah, and then it was 1-1 and everybody was like, here we go again. I think I even tweeted it, I was like, here we go again, because we've been in this situation many times. We score, they equalize, and they add another one and we lose. But this time we had other plans. So halftime ended, we came back the second half. The second half, attitude changed. I saw that the attitude changed. We were attacking. We had a lot of corners in the second half. I think the first half we had like 1 or 2 corners in the first half. The second half we had a lot of corners in the second half because we were pressuring them a lot. I liked it. I like this the system that we used the second half, because we were attacking. We didn't really allow them, but the times that they attacked, it was very, very dangerous, very, very dangerous. Especially before Badiashile scored his goal, there was a series of corners that they had that were very, very dangerous. And it's I was nervous every time they had a corner. There was one that they almost scored from, I think 2 actually that they almost scored from, but one that was very, very close to goal, and their player headed it over the bar, and he was very, very close to Kepa, very, very close to Kepa. And if he had kept that header down, he would have scored. And I think if he had scored that would have been game over for us, because we are not a team that comes back from a goal down or 2 goals down. But he didn't score and give us a lifeline. There was another penalty shout. I think it was Silva on Solanke. It was close. For me, when I looked the replay, I don't think it's a penalty, because Silva touched the ball. It was the slightest of touches. He touched the ball and the ball deflected to the right side. For me, the logic is that if Silva didn't really touch the ball wouldn't go in the direction that he went to. So the Silva definitely touched the ball, and he definitely touched Solanke too as well. But people were saying that he took Solanke out and stuff. That call could have been 50-50. VAR could have said it's a penalty, or if we could have checked and seen that it was a penalty, and some people would not give, some people would give it. And in this situation, we got off the hook. That also saved us too a lot. And then we got a goal from Badiashile in the 82nd minute. That was very close to the end. The 82nd minute to got a goal from Badiashile. It was a free kick. Hakim Ziyech would have took a very, very good free kick. And Badiashile, I don't know whether you remember, there was a goal that Kovacic scored for us. I've forgotten what team it was, but it was like some acrobatic kind of goal where he jumped in the air and then he just karate kicked the ball into the net. That's what happened with Badiashile's goal. And I think Badiashile was also one of the best players on the pitch for us. He was really, really stopping them from attacking. He was really stopping a lot of attacks from Bournemouth. And yeah, he had a very good game, and he deserved that goal. He definitely deserved that goal, and I was happy for him. His first goal in Chelsea colours last week. Noni scored his first goal in Chelsea colours. Probably next week we'll see Modric also score. We'll see Enzo also score. Yeah, so the 2-1 would have been enough, and then we went to add another 3. Another goal. João Felix came on. Let me add this. Lampard's substitutions were on point today. He brought on Sterling, Ziyech, Loftus-Cheek also held that midfield very, very well. He slotted into that midfield 3 with Gallagher and Fernandez very, very, very well. And the impact of Sterling and Ziyech up top was different. It was very, very good. They really added a lot to our attack, a lot. Ziyech and Sterling. And then he brought on João Felix, and João Felix scored. I think 2 minutes after coming on, he scored. And I mean, when was the last time we scored more than 1 goal in a game? Very, very long time. I don't think we've done that under Lampard, and today we got 3 goals. I was excited. I was happy. But at the same time, I didn't want to be too excited or too happy, because the season has been very, very bad. So, but we take the wins. We take the wins whichever way it comes. So it was a good goal, and I was happy for Felix too as well. And yeah, he didn't start, but I think the thing with this kind of performances is that sometimes they come from the bench and they do well, and then when they do well, you are tempted to give them a start in the next game, and then they don't do well. But today they really changed the game, so I'll give them credit for that. When usually players come from the bench, like I said with Modric, when usually players come from the bench, they are very, very different. They are very, very different from when they start the game. And yeah, Ziyech, Sterling, João Felix, they really changed the game. And Ziyech had an assist, Sterling had an assist, João Felix scored a goal. Fantastic substitutions from Lampard. So yeah, so that's how the game ended, 3-1. 42 points now on the table. I think we are 11th now, safe, no relegation. don't worry. Don't worry, we are not getting relegated. We are here to play the Premier League the next season, hopefully under a new manager, a good manager who can take the players to different levels, like higher levels. So yeah, that's been my review of the game. What do you think about our first win under Lampard? I'm excited for the man. I know it has been very, very disappointing, a second stint at Chelsea, but I'm happy for the man. I'm happy for him. He was happy too on the day. What do you think about it? Do you are you happy about it? Do you think we can win against Nottingham Forest? I hope we do. I really hope we do. And yeah, if you've not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe, give the video a like if you enjoy the video, you enjoy the content. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next ones. Until then, stay safe.